Well, so now we will discuss about the formation of images by concave mirror, and it will be followed by the image formation by convex mirror. So in the concave mirror, we find that normally the object is placed in front of the reflecting surface of the concave mirror, and two rays of light we have to consider. One is directly passing, or it is striking the point of incidence and gets reflected passing through the focus. And other ray that is passing through the center of curvature. So now the image formations are shown in the following diagrams. Like in the first case, the position of object is at infinity. That is, incident rays of light are coming from infinity. They are striking the pole of the mirror, or they are striking the curvature of the mirror, that is the reflecting surface. And when incident rays strike the reflecting surface, we find that they are reflected. So the line which is moving away from P is called reflected light for the incident lights which are coming towards reflecting surface. Now what we find is a ray of light passing through the center of curvature, and we find that one of the incident ray is cutting the optical center, that is the principal axis. From there, we get an inverted image. So position of the image will be at focus, and the nature of image will be real because it is in front of the mirror, and it will be inverted. And the size of the image will be very small because the object at infinity will be very large. Now next is the second part, that is between infinity and center of curvature. So object is lying between infinity and the center of curvature. When we use the term infinity, it is beyond center of curvature. So from point B, two rays of light are indicated. They are moving towards the mirror. Then they will strike the mirror. Then they will be reflected back. So how exactly we draw the image? That is, the position of image will be between focus and center of curvature. So the rays of light are coming from B, striking the mirror. We are finding that one of the ray of light coming from the extreme of the mirror, it will cut the line parallel to the axis at B. From B we draw a perpendicular, and that is the inverted image of the object. So the real image is formed, and inverted image is formed, and the size of the image very small. So it means that two situations we have discussed, that the object is at infinity, then the image will be real and inverted, very small, and it will be produced at the focus. Similarly, in the second case, the object is between infinity and the center of curvature. So C is the center of curvature, and AB is beyond center of curvature. So again, an inverted image is formed as shown. Now we come to the third concept. The position of object is at the center of curvature as shown in the figure. So incident lights will be given out from the object. They strike the mirrors at the two different points. So when the ray of light will strike, if it is moving parallel to the optical axis, after reflection, it will pass through the principal axis. Similarly, another ray of light, when it will strike the reflecting surface, it gets reflected and moves parallel to the principal axis. So we find that where that is from principal axis or from the pole of the mirror, the image is formed at the center of curvature. So position of image will be at center of curvature. The nature of image will be real and inverted, and that will be equal in size. And the fourth concept is that the object is between focus and center of curvature. Object is between center of curvature, between focus and center of curvature, and its image is formed beyond the center of curvature. So, image formation will be between the center of curvature and infinity, that is beyond center of curvature as it is shown. Real and inverted images formed and enlarged images formed. Then we come to the fifth and sixth conditions, that is the position of object is shown, the cases of the concave mirror again, and we find that object will be at focus, then the position of image will be at infinity as shown by the ray diagram. Nature of image will be real and inverted, but it will be very large. So, next one is, that is, if the object is between pole and the focus, if the image is between pole and the focus, then according to the ray diagram, we find that image will be produced between the poles and the focus. Moreover, the nature of image will be virtual and erect. The size of image will be enlarged. And now we come towards the reflection through convex mirror. So in the convex mirror, we find that the polished surface as shown in the concave is the same, but the bulging of the mirror or the curvature will be to the opposite side. Now, we will find here in the figure, the shaded region is the polished surface and the parallel lines are striking to the reflecting surface. So what we are finding, many incident lights are coming from infinity, or many incident lights, they strike the reflecting surface. And the point where the lights are striking, they are called the point of incidences. So from there, the reflection takes place. If the reflected lights are extended backward, all the rays will meet at point F, and that is called the principal focus of the convex mirror, where C is the center of curvature, and distance from the center of curvature to the optical center is called the radius of curvature, and the distance from F to the optical center or the pole is called that is the focal length. The focal length is always equal to half the radius of curvature, or radius of curvature is double the focal length. And now the next point is, a ray passing through the center of curvature falls normally on the mirror and is therefore reflected back along the same path. A ray parallel to the principal axis will, after reflection, appear to come from the focus. A ray appearing to pass through the focus is reflected parallel to principal axis. So this is the convention, that a ray of light which is passing through the focus will strike the mirror and then it gets reflected moving parallel to the principal axis. Now, image formation by convex mirror is indicated by the following diagrams. So in a convex mirror, what we are finding, that is bulging in the opposite side. The shaded region is a polished surface, and the other side of the shaded region is called the reflecting surface. The light always gets reflected from the reflecting surface. Now, we come to the main concept. A convex mirror forms only virtual images. For all positions of the object, the image is always virtual, erect, and smaller than the object, and is located between the pole and the focus. The image becomes smaller and moves closer to the focus as the object moves away from the mirror. We say the virtual image because it is not exactly in front of the mirror, rather it will be on the other side of the mirror. That's why the name of the image is virtual. That is, any image which is not recovered on the screen, that is called virtual. It is on the other side of the mirror. Now, the position of the object is indicated. that is at infinity. So object is at infinity. Obviously, the rays will come from infinity. They strike the mirror and then gets reflected. So we are finding in the first case, that is, the dotted lines are indicating the reflected rays that is extended backward. So position of image will be at focus and the nature of image will be virtual and erect. The size of the image will be very small if the object is kept at infinity. Then we come to the another position, that is position of object. It is between pole and infinity. So in the figure or in the ray diagram, the object is between pole and infinity. Infinity means beyond the principal focus. So the ray diagram is indicated and the position of image will be between focus and the pole. So it is indicated towards the right by an arrow A dash B dash. The nature of image will be virtual and erect and it will be smaller in size.